Throwing is McSorley. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
A gain of 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Complete.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. And he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23. 16 yards, a first down. Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
McKinney on the
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now McSorley. Jordan Reed has it. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score.
New England.
Sony Michel, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Patriots take over.
3-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way down to the 26.
Complete to
It's a big play there for the Patriots. 41 yards.
First down, New England.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's McSorley to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
At the 28-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They go play action here on first down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Faking the give. Now Watson. It's wearing the tight end with it. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Oh, look at the juke. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 36-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They begin with Michel on the ground. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Texans nothing.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. McSorley sets to pass. Caught on the right side, Reed. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
And it's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michel. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, they run with Michel. 20, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Makes the score.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now 14-0. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
To throw on 3rd down. Watson. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On second down, Michel. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On the ground is Michel. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. McSorley from the shotgun. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They go play action now with McSorley. This is Cobb with a catch right side.
McSorley.
Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
12 yards.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
First down, New England.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here's McSorley on 1st and 10. This is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Randall Cobb.
Randall Cobb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Patriots 21, Texans nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. That gets hit and the ball is free. And the Patriots have it. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Following the penalty, Michelle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down, it's McSorley. Being chased out left. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Texans scoop it. Think about it, Charles. This is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A gain of 6 there on first.
Out of bounds.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Out of the gun, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so as you mentioned.
And that's caught inside the 35. And finally he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Now left side on the swing pass. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Watson now to throw on 3rd down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
On 3rd down, Michel. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
New England.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
Michel on an island by himself in the backfield, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left, and he is in. Touchdown, New England. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
They'll take
just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, 34 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Texans nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Just short of midfield.
On third down, Michel, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They'll run with Michel. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. taking it in from 24 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. Roses now to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Patriots 42, Texans nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. They'll run the screen with Mack. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. To the air yet again, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devin McCourty picks it off.
Watson's pass intercepted by the Patriots. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Houston. Devin Funches. 79 yards. And the Texans claw one back. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote's clicking off right now. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Gain on the play. And it brings up third down.
Off of play action, it's McSorley. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Out of the shotgun, McSorley. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. Pass Randall Cobb on the breakaway. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Touchdown, New England.
Randall Cobb with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And this offense is running away with this one. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Watson off play action. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. First carry down for Rex Burkhead. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
On the play, 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's White. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss.
Well, he had success earlier in the drive keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
2-yard gain on the play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, a run from White. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
4th down.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. The end result, 21 yards.
The 30-yard line.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
The 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Watson flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. The 20, 10, 5. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
They'll take over 1st down and goal to go at the 4-yard line.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they take a knee.
Today's final.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Pats, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll get a trip to Vegas next week for a date with the Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Texans,